never heard me sing, have you? It's not pretty.
You've never heard me sing.
Well, bless my soul, what's wrong with me?
Worked on contingency plans, war plans, in a vault. Had to memorize 2 combinations, 3 passwords to get past the 18-year-old with the loaded M16 to get to my desk.
Holy man! Okay, so if you tell me, will you have to kill me?
I probably would, yeah.
So do you know Putin?
No, I don't know Putin. I've never met him. But the system has been credited thus far with saving the lives of almost 60,000 people.
Holy! Do you do some of this and farm?
Yes, and farming. While I did that, I was on active duty after 9/11 for 6 months. The wing commander would let me come home and dump soybean trucks.
Wow. Hi, Bill.
Well, hello.
How are you today?
Doing quite well, actually.
So I'm all the way down in North Dakota.
You're down south.
Down south. You have been gracious to invite me to your farm here.
You're very welcome. It's nice to see you.
Are you excited?
I am.
Have you ever done riding in cabs interview before?
I have not.
No.
But I enjoyed watching one of your episodes. It was a lot of fun.
I did hit my husband in
Yes,
the
you
one
did.
you watched.
Yes,
yeah.
you did.
I promise I won't hit you.
Oh, all right. We'll see about that.
So can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. My name's Bill Hejl. I farm together with my brother and my son. I'm getting kind of close to retirement. I'll still farm sugar beets next year, and that'll be about it. We've been here since 1987, moved here from Hawaii on April 1st.
So are you from here?
I am, yes. I was born and raised here. Started out life in town about 1,000 feet west of us.
You grow sugar beets, corn, and soybeans.
And spring wheat.
And spring wheat.
Yes.
Oh, pretty diversified.
Fairly diversified, an awful lot of soybeans.
And so, okay, I'm wondering, so you grew up on the farm, and then you found yourself over working in Hawaii.
Oh, yes. And so I graduated from high school, got an appointment to the United States Air Force Academy from North Dakota Senator Quentin Burdick. Was a business and behavioral science double major. Graduated in 1977. Was assigned to Seymour Johnson Air Force Base, North Carolina.
Yeah.
Ran the base computer center there for 3 years, I believe. Met my lovely bride on a blind date. I was supposed to meet her friend. Couldn't take my eyes off her. She told me to quit looking at her, and we were engaged a month later. And she was prettier this year than she was the year I met her.
Aww.
Yeah.
And so we'll chat about her in a bit.
You bet.
So you were in North Carolina.
Oh yeah, North Carolina.
North
And from
Carolina.
there, then I was assigned to Scott Air Force Base, Illinois. Supervised 60 computer programmers. We did things, amongst which we automated $5 billion worth of commercial airlift for the Military Airlift Command. We also had another $5 billion project funded by Russia, the United States, Canada, Great Britain, Australia, probably Germany and France, that put transponders on NOAA weather satellites and used the Doppler effect back in 1980 to reduce the search area for aircraft and vessels in distress down to 1 square mile.
Holy.
And that system is still used today. If you ever watch the TV show Deadliest Catch, when
Yes.
the Coast Guard goes out to find the fishing vessel, they're still using search and rescue
Well, you guys
satellite-aided
did.
tracking.
So do you know Putin?
No, I don't know Putin. I've never met him. But the system has been credited thus far with saving the lives of almost 60,000 people.
Holy.
So I joined the Air Force and did something that has helped save almost 60,000
60,000 people. How does that make you feel?
Really good.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's a good thing. And
That
I just
is-
kind of looked into it.
That is unbelievable.
Yeah. And from there, I was we were gonna come home and farm, but the drought was going on here. My dad asked me if I could stay in the Air Force for a while, and someone had to defend the United States from Hickam Air Force Base, Hawaii, and that was going to be me.
Really?
So I worked on contingency plans, war plans, in a vault. Had to memorize 2 combinations, 3 passwords to get past the 18-year-old with the loaded M16 to get to my desk every day.
What?
Yeah. I got to work on projects I still can't talk about.
Holy man. Okay, so if you tell me, will you have to kill me?
I probably would, yeah.
That is, I just got goosebumps.
Yeah, and then got promoted to major. Thought maybe I was done. They said, well, how would you like to command the Security Forces Squadron? So I did for 3 years, I think it was. And by then I had achieved my 20 years of service for retirement, so I thought I was done. And I went in to talk to the wing commander, and he said, well, how would you like to be the first installation inspector general in charge of the Whistleblower Protection Act in the 119th Fighter Wing? And I said, okay. And so I did, and did that through the activation after 9/11.
So what is the whistleblower?
That's actually what's going on with the impeachment hearings right now. There is a whistleblower. If somebody wants to complain about something that could threaten their job, they can talk to an inspector general, and by federal law, nobody gets to know their identity other than the inspector general, and no one can retaliate against them because they tried to voice a violation of law or regulation.
Right. Wow.
So I did that for 3 years through activation after 9/11. And then they asked me to become the commander of the mission support group, about 500 people on base. I did that for a year and a half or so, and then state headquarters public affairs, and then I had 34 years in, and that was long enough.
So did you do some of this and farm?
Yes, and farming. While I did that, my brother and my father covered for me whenever I'd have to go to drill.
Right.
And while I was on active duty after 9/11 for 6 months, the wing commander would let me come home and dump soybean trucks.
Wow.
And I'd be interviewing people for whatever I was looking into while I was dumping soybean. Oh, right here in the yard into the grain bins here.
Wow. So with that amazing career in the Air Force, what were some of the things that it taught you that you could bring back to the farm?
Having spare parts, little spare part kits all over the place.
Really? Yeah.
I noticed that with aircraft, and when I got home, I started putting things in baggies, like on sprayers, little nozzles and screens and toothbrush and all that stuff in a baggie, and then it's right there.
You always need
Something breaks, it's there. Yeah, and I learned that in the Air Force. And I get excited like most anybody does, but I think I did learn somewhat how to be calm and collected during stressful times.
Because you would have been under super stressful, even to get to your desk.
Live fire bayonet assault course when I was a cadet would get your attention.
Wow.
Hearing bullets whiz over your head.
Does breathing help too?
Yeah. I don't think I consciously think about, now breathe in, breathe out.
Right.
But I do, I'm doing the same thing. I'm telling myself, okay, now calm down.
Yeah.
Think about what's going on. And like I said, I get excited like anybody else does.
You want to we'll drive around and sing?
Sure, let's do that.
You've never heard me sing, have you? It's not pretty.
You've never heard me sing.
Good song.
I keep
Both ends
out for the time that binds.
Because you're mine.
I walk the line. That's all I know. I walk the line. It's probably one of my favorite songs of his.
Yep.
Who's better, Elvis or Johnny?
We'll let the audience decide.
Well, bless my soul, what's wrong with Beet? I'm proud to say that she's my buttercup. I'm in love. I'm all shook up. Yeah.
So this year was quite hard.
It was hard. Still is hard. And I would guess that it's going to be hard for quite some time. Lost her
Yeah.
on August 9th. She was my sunshine, my only sunshine. Her favorite song.
Her favorite song was. Oh.
Yeah. Yep. She kept me happy every day.
And she passed away from cancer.
From cancer, yes.
And how long was she battling cancer?
A little bit less than a year. Found out first symptoms were a little over a year, but didn't really know until surgery. Had 3 tests, all came back negative.
Yeah.
And went into surgery hoping it was fibroids, and it wasn't.
Oh. That's hard.
That is hard.
That is. And then, and watching her battle.
She was so brave.
Oh.
We had a lot of happy moments.
Yeah.
Yep, she had asked God to let her live long enough to meet the child that our daughter and her husband were trying to adopt. They've been signing up and working on it for 2 years. And the day after Gwen asked God to let her live long enough, our daughter's husband got a phone call from their caseworker saying baby was born in Houston, can you come on down? And they left Texas a week later and brought Chloe back here. She got to hold Chloe.
Oh, she got to hold. And how many grandchildren do you have?
7.
7.
Yep.
Wow.
I get to babysit the little ladies, my son's little ladies.
Probably helps a little bit.
That helps a lot.
I know my dad battled cancer this year.
Okay.
And it's very hard as a support person because it's not just the cancer that affects the person, it's the family and the
whole
friends.
So since my wife has died, I was offered and has accepted a seat on the board of Hospice of the Red River Valley. And we're trying to build North Dakota's first hospice house.
Really?
So I'm putting in a plug for it. If you see a usefulness in donating to that hospice house or Hospice of the Red River Valley, please do, because
so
you're absolutely
needed.
right. It's the whole family.
Yeah.
And they gave us such great care and helped us through some very difficult times.
So as a support person, what would be a piece of advice
Have
when
a
you're
friend.
loved? Have a friend.
You have somebody that you know and trust, really trust, that you can say anything to. Be able to talk to somebody whenever you need to. And that takes a lot for your friend to offer to do that. But find that person.
Right.
And if you don't have that sort of person in your life, look around for a hospice near you.
Yeah.
And they will help you.
Yeah. And just having that person that you can talk to can make the world of a difference. And that person doesn't have to give advice. They just need to be there to
listen.
To listen. Would there be any other advice?
Be sure to ask for help. You've got to take a break. You've got to get out of the house.
Yeah.
You've got to go do something else for an hour or two. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. It'll make you a better caregiver.
Right. And what did you do? What was your
I'd go
focus?
see my friends for an hour, or I'd go to I'm on the board of directors of our sugar beet cooperative. I'd go to a meeting every now and then. They were kind to me, let me listen in on a lot of meetings. Tell people you love them every day.
Yeah, 'cause you never know when that.
You never know.
No, with that second.
Even if you know that your wife is going through something, you don't know what day it's going to be. Yeah.
She sounds quite special. Very special.
Very. Yep. I'm a lucky man.
I'm so sorry.
Well, thank you. And I'm getting through it, but
Yeah.
it'll take a while. So.
What helps? Because I can't imagine losing your loved one, your spouse,
No,
your
you
earth
can't.
angel.
No, you can't.
What gets you through the day?
Having something to do, doing an interview in the cab of my pickup with somebody I just met.
You did just meet me.
Yeah. And being right, and then it makes you feel good to be recommended by somebody that we both know through social media.
Bridget.
Bridget, yes, BM.
Yeah.
So thank you, Bridget, for recommending me. This is something I can do today, and of course, when we were still harvesting, I was busy with that.
You said that you're going to be retiring.
Farming, yeah, and I'll be
Farming.
65 next year, and I'll still drive John here and there, and my brother
Yeah.
here and there. I'll go get parts, and I'll mow road ditches probably, and but I'll be retiring.
Are you excited, scared, afraid?
I'm not scared or afraid, and I wouldn't really say that I'm excited either. It's a paperwork change.
Oh yeah.
I'm very proud that my son wants to farm. He said
Yeah.
he's a way better farmer than I ever was. I hope that things turn around so he can make some money doing it. And I'm here to help him any way I can.
Nice.
Probably do a lot of the paperwork in the office because I got to stay out of the sun.
Yeah.
I've got a skin condition that keeps me, which works out wonderfully for farming. But that'll keep me in the house, and I can do some paperwork for folks, for Ken and my brother.
Well, thanks, Bill,
You're welcome.
for taking me around.
You bet. Thanks for coming.
I asked you lots of questions.
Yes, you did. You got me crying.
Oh, you have such a great message about hugging and living life, enjoying the moments, being with those you love, and I'm so appreciative that I got to meet you and have you in Riding with Cabs with Farmers.
It was fun to do it. Look forward to seeing you.
Thanks, Bill. Bye.